Hello, and welcome to episode 13 of the Roll Jump Media podcast. I am joined by my co host, Andres, and my recurring panelists, Jose and Luis. What's up, guys? How you guys doing
Hello.
today?
We're good. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good morning. Just a little bit of a preview of what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be giving our opinions about the events we've received so far in place of E3. Cyberpunk was delayed by a couple months. A new Pokemon Snap was announced. Crash Bandicoot 4 was leaked. And WB Games is reportedly up for sale. But before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and talk about what we've been playing. All right, guys, go ahead and take over.
I'll start per usual. Um, Animal Crossing. I gotta get that out of the way. Same thing. Get in, get out. Get 100 miles out. Uh, I haven't really been on Animal Crossing as much. I've only spent like what? I want to say like 15 minutes every day.
15 minutes, has that been
What's
the
that?
lowest that you spent in there so far?
Yeah, like every day. I don't know, like they need to add more. And I mean, I really can't do anything now because I'm not the major of the island.
All right, no
But
shade. Quick question. If
yes,
you were the mayor, would you be playing more, or do you think Jose's doing a good job being, the person
we
in
need a
charge?
re-election. We need a re-election. Okay,
We need to.
but okay.
Yeah.
I think I've been spending more time. You're not kidding. Um, I will be creating because I can't hold things. I can't. What do you call that? Like the incline? I can build inclines.
Uh-huh.
So it's in charge of all that. Well, I need the money. You never give me the money. That's how I do it. Try to- I'm building it up though. Then you can do whatever. Um, Other than that, I haven't really touched the Switch that much. I've been spending most of the time on the PS4,
Okay.
uh, playing Apex. Uh, it's the same thing, I think, for Apex. I think the hype for Apex is kind of like diminishing.
Okay, I don't mean to cut you off there, but I was just
Yeah.
like, why are none of you guys reacting? Because as soon as you said Apex, I was like, boo, and then
Oh my
nobody
God.
said anything, and I was just like, what the heck? And I realized because my mic was off. But yeah, boo,
Well,
Apex, boo.
even then we didn't react.
I think
Well, at least we
my
have pretty much the only Apex fans breaking out here, so that's right.
wait, who? Me?
Yeah, you and Luis,
Luis?
like in this panel,
Marcos and
you
I.
guys are the only two Apex fans, you know?
Yeah, amongst the panel right now, yeah.
Mhm.
Y'all missing out though.
But yes, you are. No, you have to try. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but I was like, I've been focusing on The Last of Us most of the time, and I think that affected my enjoyment of the game
Sure.
because I was like a few days away from it.
You gotta explain the height level to me from a scale of 1 to 10 for The Last of Us leading up to it.
From 1 to 10,
Yeah.
I want to say 8.
Eight's pretty solid.
Like, because I was also playing on The Last of Us, the PS4 remaster, and just in preparation for the sequel, which came
Sure.
out last night. Oh no, yesterday. And I don't know, revisiting the game. Uh, I finished it on Tuesday night, and after playing the game, like I remember I was telling Jose, like when that last scene of the game came out, I kind of got chills.
Right.
And something that I didn't get the first time I played it. I don't know if because
Interesting.
like I was excited for the second installment, but I was pretty excited to play the second.
Yeah.
Then I had to wait a couple days for the second game to come out, and those 2 days that's when I played Apex the most. I got back into it.
Yeah. We still didn't get that duo dub though.
Like, oh yeah, we did try to play and we keep failing.
Keep
Unlike
getting
you and
L's.
unlike you and a certain other person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's that. Again, The Last of Us, and then yesterday I started playing The Last of Us 2, Part
All
2.
right. Cool. Um,
Yeah, so
I
far
don't know if
it's
you wanna. I can put spoiler markings and we can just say we can talk about it if you want. I don't know. I'm pretty sure nobody here is that sensitive to Last of Us spoilers on the panel.
right.
Speak for yourself. The only reason why I haven't played it yet is because I don't have the free time to play it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were into The Last of Us.
I mean, I wasn't initially, but like I saw gameplay footage of the first one and like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, and then like I guess it's not your fault that you wouldn't know because I haven't really been vocal about it, but I mean I'm interested in it.
Okay. Okay. So we don't have to talk about it.
Baby. Yeah, we'll talk about it whenever. But
Sure. Sure.
just some quick thoughts. Um, it's intense.
I mean, okay, I feel like I cut off your steam there. If you want to go ahead, just give me a little taste of it, I guess. Give me a little taste.
A little nibble.
Mm, Well,
Well,
it's kind of hard to explain it because the way I would explain it is comparing it to the first game. I don't know if you're gonna play the first game or you know, but the best way I can explain the second one is it plays a lot like Uncharted 4, and I don't think you played Uncharted 4, uh, but it's more fluid. It's more, I guess, it's more fast paced.
mm-hmm.
There's a lot of mechanics that we see in Uncharted 4, or that I saw in Uncharted 4 that we see here, like jumping. You can jump now,
Sick.
but like yeah, uh, but yeah, it's like really, it's very fluid. Like you move a lot,
Just the.
and I get
I was gonna say from what I've seen, the running seems to be intense. Like they're running with
yeah,
purpose. It's not jogging.
right. It took me by surprise. It's like you saw that only in a couple of scenes in the first game, but
Yeah.
in this game it's kind of like you can do it whenever. Mm. But but yeah, like the story, like it starts off like pretty intense. I think I played like 6 hours of the game,
Oh,
and
you
I'm
dove deep
intrigued.
into it yesterday.
Yeah, I went to sleep at 4 in the morning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm hoping to play more today, but I'm intrigued. And but yeah, like I don't know. I don't really want to get into like the whole story thing
Yeah.
because
At least not right now.
if yeah, if possible, I want everyone to experience it on their own, either through gameplay or through like playing it on their own.
Fair enough.
But yes, Goldie.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Other than that, that's pretty much it. in my gaming.
For sure, for sure. All right, Jose, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Well, Animal Crossing, of course. Um, but I mean, most of my time I've been just playing Xenoblade Chronicles. I've
My
put in like
man.
95 hours into that game already. I'm
Oh,
close to finishing it. I'm on the last chapter, but
Dude,
then I still need to do the extra story. So, um,
dog. Yo, I think I put 70 hours and I finished it. So you went 95 already.
I've been doing the quests and all of that. Like, I don't know. I'm just too immersed in that game. It's so good. I like it so much.
Wow.
Um, the characters, like, I don't know, they're cool. Um,
Yeah, you got your whole full squad now. They all know each other.
yeah. What's your favorite character? I don't think I ever asked you that.
My favorite character. I don't know if who's gonna play it or not. I don't know if
No,
anybody's
yeah, you're
sensitive
right.
to
Yeah,
that.
you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, Luis still needs to play. So,
Yeah,
what
I
about
also am interested in playing Xenoblade, but again,
you're right.
yes,
gotta wait a while for that.
I think, I think you would like it. I mean, it's a JRPG, so um, it's not turn-based though.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
active.
if that's something that.
Well, he plays Kingdom Hearts, so I'm sure he'll be down
Oh,
for it.
like yeah. Um, but yeah, it's a good game. Again, I'm for sure getting Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I wanna. I don't know. I've adopted this franchise officially. Uh,
Dude, you love to hear it, man.
and
That sounds. I'm so happy.
yeah. Um, so if they ever reveal another game in the series, it's yet another franchise to be hyped up for, along with Fire Emblem and the obvious ones.
So we're gonna call this a
Um,
W for Nintendo?
well, I mean, not yet.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
We still need some sort of presentation from them. Um, and Pikmin 4. Anyways, I haven't played Pokemon, the Pokemon DLC yet. Um, I mean, that's on my list, obviously. It's Pokemon, it's a priority. But I want to finish Xenoblade Chronicles first, just because I don't want to, you know, leave anything unfinished. No
Okay.
chivalry. Yeah.
Yeah, the person notorious for doing that, myself.
um, but um, but yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll be done with this soon, and then I can get into Pokemon um, Isle of Armor. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Xenoblade Chronicles right now for me.
Awesome.
How about y'all?
Okay, so as for me, I haven't actually played anything new other than Apex and Final Fantasy 14, and I don't want to beat you guys over the head with those two games about details or anything. Just know that I'm having a blast playing those two games. I guess for Apex, the one thing that I've been nose deep into is just finding out a perfect loadout for me to complement my playstyle. And right now I'm experimenting with double shotguns, and I've been having pretty good games with that. So let's see how that goes in the future. But yeah, Apex and Final Fantasy 14.
Nice, nice.
Right. And then my co-host, he's short on free time nowadays. He's pretty busy. So have you had any time to play something additional?
Well, other than like like short hour and a half long gaming sessions of like Animal Crossing, I haven't really had a chance to do anything. But I don't know if this is good news or not. It depends on how you would interpret it. But my last day of work is July 16th, so a little less than a month from now, and then I'll have all the time in the world again to play all the video games I want to, because I have
gotcha.
so many that need to keep
Yes.
for fun. But no, I mean really just nothing different. I've just been playing a little bit of Animal Crossing here and there. I finally got to a 5-star island rating, which took a lot longer than it should have, especially like since I already knew like how to get a 5-star island.
Yeah.
You know, all the experience and whatnot that I have playing Animal Crossing. It just took a lot longer than it should have. But
Well, you wanted to play your own way. I respect that.
no, no, it's not that. I mean, like, cause like I'm all about like organizing. Like well, like okay, like in this iteration, anyways, right? Like the whole crafting your island with like the inclines and cliff building, the waterscaping and stuff like that, the terraforming and such.
Hmm.
So I mean, especially when it comes to like moving like the buildings and stuff, you'd have to wait like a whole day in order to do that. So like you could only advance so much also. So I ended up having to relocate like all my buildings,
Mm.
the like the residents' homes and like the shops and stuff like that. Like I ended up moving that stuff around.
Hmm.
So I just kind of pushed back my timetable even more. But like, I finally have it. I finally have like the setup that I want. Um,
Awesome.
really like I guess I mean there's no real way that you could like finish Animal Crossing, but I mean I would pretty much like I would be like at what would be considered like finishing Animal Crossing because I got my 5-star island rating. I bred most of the flowers. Like I'm only missing like 2 colors to have like all the flowers in the game because I even have the Lily of the Valley too and the golden roses and stuff like that. Um,
Right.
but
So now we just be like the DLC, whatever they.
yeah, like I would be entering what's called the DLC, I guess, with the seasonal events, like like right now the wedding season is going on. But
Mhm.
as like Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the other like um holidays coming around, that would be
Ooh, I
what I have left to do, I guess. But
it is fun.
but no, yeah, like
And
I
the
I
fish,
huh?
and the fish, and insects.
Oh yeah, I don't really care too much about that. I mean, like the insects, yes, but I've always, always, always hated fishing in Animal Crossing. Like I do not have the patience for fishing. Um,
I get what you mean.
so yeah, but no, like I'm just like I'm hearing all you guys talking about like The Last of Us, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and all this stuff, and I'm all like, I really want to play them, and I just can't because I just don't have the time, and it's making me
Yeah.
mad. So, but yeah, don't let me spoil your fun.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're trying not to spoil you because we want you to experience it. All right. So
But
that's.
are you gonna get Ghost of Tsushima?
I want to. Like we saw Ray and I saw the presentation when they did it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that.
I think it was like three
Yeah.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I was like, I just needed that one little push to like really like convince me, and I think that presentation that they did was enough for me. So yeah, there's a lot of bangers coming out this year.
Yeah.
So
That
Yep.
have some like
Cyberpunk when it
significant.
eventually comes out after getting pushed back twice already.
Yeah.
We all want to see our man Keanu.
Yeah.
For sure, man. For sure. All right. So that's what we've been playing. Let's go ahead and move on to the news segments. So our first news segment is about Cyberpunk, our boy Keanu Reeves. Unfortunately, Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed from September 17th to November 19th. Um, I'm drawing from their official statement that they put out. Just as a quick paraphrasing of what they said that all the content and the gameplay for the game is in place. They just need to iron things out. Cyberpunk apologized, the studio, and they said journalists are starting to play the game and will publish previews after their Night City Wire event that's going to happen on June 25th. So we're going to be seeing previews about the game in about a week or less. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's nothing much more about that. CD Projekt Red, they also confirmed that Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be backwards compatible with Xbox Series X and PS5 on launch day. So that means that your version of Cyberpunk 2077 will play on the Xbox Series X and the PS5. And then an upgraded version for the Xbox Series X and the PS5 will be available at a later date, and it'll be free for everybody that purchased Cyberpunk 2077. So that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, so nothing negative to say about the delay. If the game's not done, it's not done, and you need more time. By all means, take more time. What are you guys feelings on Cyberpunk 2077 right now? Are you guys excited for it?
It's not really my type
Um,
of game.
yeah.
Like I like like that, or like that type of game where it's like an open world. Like if I feel like it would be like Watch Dogs and Grand Theft Auto, where it's kind of like a mission based sort of thing. I don't know if that's true. I feel like that's what it might be, or maybe something to like um what's that game called? It's like some guy that like he has like some PSI ability or something.
Do they
Um,
make the game as well? CD Projekt Red?
I have no idea. I
Ah,
can't remember the title of the game. Like I'm kind of spacing on the
Mhm.
like I think it's Infamous or something. Is that what it is?
Yeah, infamous.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like it would like I don't really like I'm not really drawn to those types of games, but because honestly, like the only reason why I'm interested in Cyberpunk is because of Keanu Reeves. And it's not like I'm a huge fan of Keanu Reeves or anything. I just thought it was pretty cool that he decided to be a part of it.
yeah.
That's really the reason why I'm invested. Because I just feel like I would not care for the gameplay itself. Um, but I don't know. I'm still looking forward to it. Like I want to play it. I want to try it out. Just
hmm
kind of, you know, who knows? I might end up liking it. That might be the gateway into those types of games after all. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think it's a similar case for me. Huh? It looks like an interesting game, an interesting world, but I don't think I've seen it to to make me hype for it. Like I
hmm
can't wait. Basically. Like when they keep delaying it, it's not like, oh no, why? I'm not like dying, but it's like, it's interesting. It'll get here when it gets here. Maybe I'll try it, or maybe I'll just wait. I don't know. We'll see. But as of right now, it's kind of like, neutral.
hmm I feel like I need to see the moment to moment gameplay. Probably we'll get a little taste of that with the previews that are coming out in the coming week. Then that'll probably make me more decisive as to whether I'll be excited for the game or not. The cyberpunk setting itself, it can be hit or miss for me because some games I do like the cyberpunk setting, and some games I don't. So it depends how they execute it. All right. Are you
All
guys ready to move
right.
on?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the new Pokemon Snap game that was announced. It's titled New Pokemon Snap.
okay, I was about to say talk about that. I am
Okay.
not a fan
Oh boy,
of
here
the
we go. Here
title.
we go.
I am not a
What?
fan of the title. Like
Oh, right. Yeah.
like new Pokemon Snap. Okay, just just why? Just why?
I know. I was kind of disappointed. Like,
I expected more
new,
out of you,
just
Nintendo.
getting new. It's like, man.
And it seems something so ridiculous, like to be hating on the title. But it's
Yeah.
just like I don't know why, but like I was just like, oh my god, a new Pokemon Snap game. What is it gonna be called? New Pokemon Snap. Oh,
I was pretty disappointed
Yeah.
too.
I mean, I don't know if that's like a working title because I mean, it does say that it's under construction.
yeah.
Hopefully they'll change
Uh,
it.
I don't
But
know. That seemed pretty official, because like
yeah.
the like when you get to like a logo already, like new, like
Oh,
already
you're
like
right.
almost basically like in the logo already, new Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of already set in stone, like it's kind of official. And I'm like,
especially with
really? That's
Nintendo,
the title you went with?
because it
I
makes
honestly
it
would have preferred like Pokemon Snap 2 over new
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap.
it makes
Well,
it feel
Pokemon
like it's not a whole like official game. It feels like
Yeah, like
it's a
it just
little
it feels
taste.
like it doesn't feel like a new game. Like it just feels like they took the old one and they just like applied a new coat of paint to it.
Yeah.
When like I don't know, that's what I feel when
Yeah.
they do like a new Super Mario Brothers. Like I feel
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? You get me?
Right. Yeah.
the new Nintendo
It doesn't,
3DS.
yeah, like it doesn't feel like an improvement.
It looks clean though.
It does. I'm excited. You
Yeah.
know what?
Yeah.
Like I like I am super like one of those like, oh my god, like Pokemon Snap, like that was my childhood. We didn't own the game, but I remember we like our uncle had it and I remember playing it, and I don't know why, but just the idea of literally riding a little like trolley, like a little cart or whatever it was called, just taking pictures of Pokemon. Like my god, like I was just like, oh my god, this is the greatest game ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was definitely one of the people that's like like every year, like whenever the Pokemon company was just like, hey, we've got announcements for new Pokemon games. I was one of the ones that was just like, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Snap, you know.
Yeah.
And then just every year, just to be let down, you know. And then I finally have it, and then like I'm just like, oh,
New Pokemon.
Pokemon
New
Snap.
Pokemon.
But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely like pre-ordering that like day one release. Like, let's go down.
Yep. Same.
Shut up,
Yo, but
Sleep
when are we gonna
Man.
talk about Pokemon Sleep? What are you talking about? I mean, Pokemon Smile.
Oh,
Who?
Pokemon Smile.
That was the best game shown.
No, it wasn't.
That's obviously geared
Where
for kids
I'm
mostly.
I'm a whoop. Mm, mm. The ire
Now,
that I feel.
but in all seriousness, yeah, Pokemon Snap.
I mean, I don't brush my teeth at all. This is definitely gonna go.
Excuse
My
me?
boy.
Disgusting!
You what?
I'm kidding.
You whoop me?
Yeah.
Thanks, Pokemon.
I don't know, like something about Pokemon Snap doing, because in the original game, you threw like apples or like what were those called?
Um,
Like
Hex
the
Ball?
bait?
That's ball. There
No,
you go.
no,
That's
it's
ball.
Wampa fruit. Wampa fruit.
What?
No,
No.
I'm talking about Crash.
Yes, you are. And you will like make the Pokemon depending on what you threw, they will make certain faces or they will do certain actions. Sometimes you will like lead them to certain spots in the environment and they will evolve. Then you will like take pictures of the new Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know, something about that, like trying everything out, see what happens, and catching it on camera. It's always like very fun. And we played the because there was a Wii version on the what's it called, the virtual
Virtual
console.
Console.
Oh
And
yeah.
so we played that on the Wii as well. That was the last time we played it. I mean, it was just as fun.
Yeah, it doesn't. It aged pretty well for us.
We enjoyed it. So getting more Pokemon Snap with more Pokemon, and it seems like there's gonna be
Well, I mean,
more
it's
Pokemon.
pretty much the whole Pokédex, it looks like so far. But I don't know.
The National Dex went.
They like to cut off consider Pokemon. Anyways, I was thinking about this the other day, and I think the appeal of Pokemon Snap is because Pokemon, like, it focuses a lot on wild Pokemon that you catch, but surprisingly, you don't really get to see Pokemon like in their natural habitat, like interacting with nature. Um,
Yeah.
and I feel like with Pokemon Snap, you get to do that. You get to take pictures of them just out in nature doing whatever it is they do in nature. Um,
Yeah, like they gave him more of a personality, you
yeah,
know,
I mean, we saw
cause even the more recent like Pokemon titles, like yeah, like instead of just running around in the grass hoping for a
mhm,
random encounter, like you can now kind of see them in the overworld.
yeah,
But even still, like
yeah. It's just them
yeah,
walking
it
or
was just them
floating or
walking
whatever.
around. But like that, I think that was like a big um like appeal of Pokemon Snap because you could
Yeah,
just like see them like interacting with their environment,
hmm
you know. And
yeah,
I think that was like a huge um like selling point. you know,
Yeah.
because you got to see like, oh, this Pokemon would be like, it would have this type of personality, and you would compare it to like a real life animal, like what its like real life equivalent would be,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, even if I remember correctly, like the original Pokemon Snap didn't have all 151 Pokemon at the time, right? It was only like
No.
70 or something, or even less.
It was 50 something.
Yeah. So imagine this one now with like with all 8 generations worth of Pokemon. Like I doubt that they're gonna try to fill in like 800 plus Pokemon in there.
That's true.
In the official description it says as you photograph fan favorite Pokemon. I don't know if that implies that there's gonna be just select Pokemon or not.
Yeah, there probably will be.
Well, you know what that means? It just means there's gonna be a busload of Charizards and Pikachu's everywhere.
Mm,
Gen 1, all the Gen 1, like a few others.
you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. Purely looking forward to it.
Awesome, dude. Uh, I don't have much to say about Pokemon Snap. I missed out on it when I was a small child, so that's what.
When you was a small,
Yeah. Wait, what does that mean?
that's what you just said.
So you were small.
When you
Oh,
were
when I was
small.
small. I didn't even catch that. All right,
His
moving.
British accent.
Yeah, yeah. Moving on to the next story. The next story has to do with Crash Bandicoot. So Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, was reported to be leaked. I'm pulling the information from Wesley Yin Pool at Eurogamer. The leak was spotted by Gamatsu. The game is going to be made by Toys for Bob, reportedly. Those are the ones that did the Spyro Reignited trilogy in 2018. They put it out in 2018. According to Daniel Ahmad, a video game analyst, the game is going to be officially announced on Monday. So, Crash Bandicoot, they put out the Insane trilogy in 2017, I believe, and it did very well, sold well, fans loved it, and so everybody kind of thought that a sequel was probably in line because of the success of the trilogy, and it seems like we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a Crash 4. It's gonna follow. It seems like it's gonna follow right after the third one that Naughty Dog made. Naughty Dog made like years back. So we'll see how that pans out. Hopefully it's good and that the fans like it. Are you guys surprised by this Crash 4 leak at all?
I didn't even hear about it.
I honestly I
Um,
didn't either.
Oh yeah?
I was just about to say I was not even aware that there was a leak.
was it all over social media?
Not really. It was kind of a recent one, like a day or two ago.
Hmm.
So yeah. I was am I the only one that played the Crash trilogy?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. It's just more Crash. It looks prettier. If you're in for Crash, you're in. If you're not, you're gonna need somebody to convince you because while it has gotten new fans, it's still pretty like for a certain audience, I believe.
That
So
just
yeah,
opens up the possibility for Crash or Smash.
Crash for Smash.
Just
How dare you? How dare you waste the spot?
Yo,
come on, Crash
supposedly,
Bandicoot is one of the most recognizable characters. You can't deny
yeah, everybody knows who
Yes, I
Crash
can.
is.
I live in a world of denial.
that.
Well, supposedly they're announcing the game on Monday, and Smash's thing is on Monday too, right? So,
Ooh. Eh.
Yeah, but we said the same thing about what what was it, Devil May Cry? I think because what like wasn't there supposed to be like
oh
the buy
yeah,
list announcement?
I
Wasn't like
remember.
buy list announcement like also the same day that like the Devil May Cry team was gonna announce something, and it
yeah.
ended
Yeah,
up like nothing, like nada que ver. Like
yes.
everybody was like, I remember seeing Twitter like, oh my god, Dante for Smash, it's gonna happen. This is it, guys. This is it. It's gonna happen. And
I
then
bought it
Just
too,
one.
dude.
Yeah, so I wouldn't put too much stock into that.
Yeah. Yeah, so new Crash Bandicoot coming. Keep your eye out on it. If you haven't tried Crash before, try the trilogy. You get 3 games in one. It's a lot of bang for your buck, and it's on sale frequently. So, all right. So moving on to the next story. There was a report by CNBC that says that AT&T is in talks to potentially sell off WB Games, also known as Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. I'm pulling the details from Matt O'Keefe from Comics Beat. So, just in case you guys don't know, WB Games, they're a publisher and also a developer, I believe, but for sure a publisher. They have studios under their belt, like the team that makes Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm,
NetherRealm Studios.
right? And also the team that makes the Batman Arkham games. And they have more franchises that they publish. I believe Hitman's one of them as well. So, so a little bit of what to expect out of WB Games in the future. According to reports by Jason Schreier, the studio or the WB Games is they plan to announce supposedly a new Batman game, a big budget open world Harry Potter game, and the next project from Rocksteady, and Rocksteady is known for making the Batman Arkham games. And as for the potential buyers, reportedly Take Two Interactive, the ones that publish 2K and the Rockstar games like GTA and all that, Electronic Arts (EA), and Activision Blizzard, the ones that publish Call of Duty, and among other things, are all reportedly in talks to purchase WB Games. So it seems like WB Games is going to be fine. Somebody's going to pick them up most likely.
Yeah,
Are you,
my problem with that though is what 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 that might entail, like how, because when a company gets bought out by another company, they tend to kind of merge them together, or they adapt the buyer's practices into the purchasee,
mm-hmm.
or the buyee rather. So
Yeah.
what I'm mostly concerned with is the future of Mortal Kombat, because I'm not really like into the Batman games or anything like that. Like I'm just more concerned with like the future of Mortal Kombat, especially now that like Mortal Kombat 11, like where they left off the series, like it seems like it's headed to like a good direction. Especially if someone like EA buys, WB
Yep.
Games, that is very very concerning to me.
Expect a sports athlete joining the roster soon.
Jordan, oh my gosh, man.
No, I swear to God, if I see Shaquille O'Neal in Mortal Kombat, I'm just gonna lose my goddamn mind. It's bad enough that we got Shaq Fu twice.
Yo, that second Shaq Fu just came out and nosedived. It's crazy. Yeah, I didn't even think about that possibility. Because I just assumed like Mortal Kombat and Batman Arkham just let the studios do what they do, and hopefully they do.
I mean, I feel like they would, like, like NetherRealm Studios, like, I mean, even when they got back, when act because back then it was NetherRealm Studios, I think, was Midway, right?
Ooh, that's taking me back. I didn't play that many Mortal Kombat, so
Yeah, but I mean, Midway was responsible for like a lot of games other than Mortal Kombat. But like Midway ended up becoming NetherRealm Studios, and I mean, they like it seemed like they managed to maintain their creative freedom and stuff like that. I
yeah.
mean, if they were any kind of smart, like whoever the buyer is, like they're just gonna let them do them.
Mhm.
But I mean, you also know there's been other situations where that wasn't the case.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I think for Mortal Kombat, I mean they already have monetization in their game, and it seems to be working well for them to where it doesn't grate the consumers to a point where they don't want to mess with it anymore. So I think they have a good system in place. I'm probably a little bit more worried about the Batman Arkham games because those are like single player games, and I just hope that they just keep that form and they don't compromise it trying to make a quick buck. We'll see.
We shall see.
Yeah.
You'll see me.
What do you guys think about the supposed big budget open world Harry Potter game? How does that sound to you?
That
I'm
sounds
not
good.
really. Really? You're interested? I don't
I mean,
really.
it's Harry Potter and it's open world. I mean, it'd be a nice game to look into.
Yeah, but I mean, like video game movies and stuff like video games based off of like movies or stuff like that, they don't really tend to do well. And I mean, how many Harry Potter games are already out there on the world that aren't
Well,
that
based on the
great?
movies, but
Hmm?
this one's based on the world. It's sort of like I don't know, like a Shadow of Mordor. It's on the world. It's not really like you're not playing through the movie yet.
Well, I guess okay. So I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that, but I mean, okay.
Yeah, I
So
wasn't either.
that does change things,
Well,
but
it's
I don't
not.
Yeah,
know.
because I think you create your own character.
Oh, it's not Harry Potter.
I mean, I'm sure you'll interact with like Harry and like
Right, but it's you,
that's what I think. Well, because we don't even know like much information.
Yeah,
There
this is
were
all
a
like
couple of
rumors
leaks.
and stuff.
There were leaks of the gameplay. I think it's on YouTube. You can like look at it,
Oh, right, that's
Mhm.
true.
but it looks pretty cool. But it's been rumored since I don't know, like 4 years already or something like that.
Also, it's not something that's relatively new. Like it's been in the works already for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of weary about that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jacob.
That's again, that's just another type of like genre of gaming that I'm not really into. Where I mean, not the genre, but like just the type.
Hmm.
Where
yeah,
it's like a
just
video game based off of a movie or like off of a something like that. Like I don't know. It's just, and I mean, I feel like okay, I know that there's like serious Harry Potter fans. Like I would consider myself a Harry Potter fan, but not like a super like my god like diehard fan.
Yeah,
But I mean, I don't know. Like I know that it's very, very, very important to some people. Especially considering like when the final movie came out, like there was a lot of events that
Yeah.
took place that were very unfortunate. But I mean, it's just like when do you stop beating like a dead horse? Like it's just,
yeah,
and then especially considering like the controversy against like the creator, like she's been saying some very, very like controversial and kind of like, well, just downright like I don't know,
Yeah.
like just like bigoted and just
stupid.
yeah, just flat out stupid remarks lately. Like who, like I don't know if it's like to get like notoriety, like not notoriety, but like what they say, like even bad publicity is publicity.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's just
mm-hmm.
I feel like at least to me, it's already kind of stigmatized. Where I'm just like, no, like I've had enough. Like
yeah,
do we really need like more Harry Potter stuff? Like no.
that's true.
Well, I mean, we keep getting Star Wars stuff.
But I mean,
That
let's
is
have new
true.
movie, new.
That's true. But I mean, I feel like that's a little bit different. I mean, yeah, like the people that were fans, of the original trilogy, were not fans of the what is it, the prequel trilogy, and then the people that became fans with with the prequel trilogy hated the sequel trilogy, and then you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So like I
Yeah.
think that's different because it kind of crosses generations. Whereas like I don't know, like hey, like the books and the movies came out basically during the same generation, I guess. Like we, well, I mean maybe not me particularly because I kind of became a fan later, but like I'm sure you guys and like Cassandra, like you guys were fans, since however long it's been since like
Hmm.
elementary school, let's say, and up until high school, because that's basically the span of the books and the movies
Yeah,
collectively. So I don't know. I feel like it's different. Like I see where it would kind of be the same, like where you would want to compare like the Star Wars franchise and the Harry Potter franchise, but then at the same time, like I feel it's kind of different.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see it.
But I don't know. Again, my that's just my 2 cents. Where like I feel like it's already like just stop beating a dead horse with it already. Like I feel like Harry Potter had its time. You know.
I can see that actually.
Yeah,
I kind of want to
I can see
see.
it.
You want to go?
No, I was gonna say like I can see that, but I feel like there's potential to build the world more. You know, like take I don't know, like make a game back when like Gryffindor was at Hogwarts or whatever. You know, there's so
Okay,
much
well
lore.
that's true. I mean, you could always add more to the mythology. That is
Right.
true because I mean,
But
there
I don't
like
know
it
if
the world that was created was a pretty big world, and I feel like they didn't really do much. Do it. They didn't do it much justice, in the books or the movies because they basically just kind of kept the setting like within the school for
Yeah.
the most part. So you didn't really get to explore the world as much, like learn its politics. Like we got very little glimpses of like the politics and stuff like that with the Ministry of Magic and stuff. But I mean, yeah, I guess okay, that's also true. Like I hadn't thought about that. Like there's always an opportunity to like expand more on the lore and like the world of it and stuff. So I don't know. Who knows? I guess I'll just keep my ear to the ground.
Yeah,
But
neutral.
All right. So yeah, that does it for the WB Games section of the news. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the events that we've been getting in place of E3 so far. So just to recap, the PS5 event was last week, or yeah, it was last week. EA Play happened on Thursday, this past Thursday.
What
Summer,
it happened?
yeah, Summer Games Fest is still going on. There's indie showcases happening. There's a lot of them. Ubisoft is going to be going in July. They're going to be doing their Ubisoft Forward. The Avengers event is going to happen this coming week, I believe. And then Xbox is going to be doing their presentation in July, reportedly. And Devolver Digital is going to do theirs in July as well. So a lot of people that would be at E3 and it would have happened already are going to be doing stuff in July if they haven't gone already. So I just wanted to get your opinion about this structure we've had to adapt to because of the world situation and how you've been enjoying them so far.
Well, I personally, I kind of like this, and I think I mentioned it in a past podcast. Like, I like how each, I don't know what you want to say, each, I don't want to say studio because it's not really, each company, they're getting their own like spotlight, you know? Um,
Mm,
and even though like people like to like compare, like the console wars, or it's still happening. But I don't know, I feel like people have a chance to kind of look at it independently, like one day, and then, whatever, the following week or 2 weeks from now, they get to see what the other um, company is offering.
mm-hmm.
I think it just adds like a nice like spotlight to each group. Um, I mean, as a Nintendo fan, I mean, Nintendo has been doing Nintendo Directs for a while now. So I mean, this format, yeah, it's we're used to it. It's familiar,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and it works. I mean, I remember when Nintendo first started saying that they were not gonna have like live what is it, conference? No, live presentations at E3. A lot of people were like disappointed and kind of criticizing it.
outraged.
Yeah, unsure of how this was gonna play out. Um, and I mean, it worked out pretty well. If anything, I feel like it's better because it saves you from those awkward moments, in live live television. Um, so I mean, I really like the format that these people that you know, for example, Sony or Xbox have been doing.
Yeah, the publishers and developers.
Yeah. Um, so that's my opinion.
Yeah.
And well, I, I'm kind of like mixed on my the way I feel about them. I
Okay.
mean, I
Yeah.
think, like, for example, the PS5 presentation, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
pacing was great.
It led up to the console reveal. I feel like it's something that they were able to prepare for, um, without having to worry about like you know going to E3 or whatever. Um, but for example, EA Live, you know, I don't know, like this was like a perfect occasion to. It was the perfect occasion to to get your things in order and like present what you have and show off what you have. Uh, like for example, like you said, some developers or publishers are doing their own thing on July. They're
Right.
taking
Yeah.
that like an extra month, to prepare or whatever what
Hmm.
they were gonna prepare for E3. I feel like EA could have done a much better job at their presentation, and even that, like they didn't really have to do anything. I don't know, like
Yeah.
uh, it was basically E3 for EA, but like somehow they managed to make it a little boring or more boring, in my opinion. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
they did announce new things, but I feel like that could have been done in a what's it called, a shorter way and a more, I don't know, like they could have focused on like certain things,
I get
sort
where
of
you're
like what
coming from.
Nintendo did, like they were using little trailers of you know Paper Mario.
Yeah.
They could have just released like a little update on Apex or the other indie games or the other games they're working on. But I don't know, like the whole event was kind of like pointless, in my opinion.
Yeah. EA Play was a downer. The only thing good about EA Play for me was actually I think the indie games were the standout.
Yeah.
Those the EA originals
Right.
and having all those people tune in and there's something about them being disappointed by the big games and then like seeing those indie games be like actually this is not that bad. Those look pretty cool. Those big games though, I'm disappointed with. I don't know, something about that kind of I guess it's different and it kind of helps bring a spotlight to the EA like the indie games.
Mhm.
I don't want the big games to, fail or anything, but because everything else was so lackluster, those indie games really popped for me.
Definitely was like they stole
Highlight.
the spot.
Yeah. So for EA Play, the big games were the Squadrons, Apex in the beginning, Sims, and sports games. I'm trying to
And the
recall
spot.
call the big things. Yeah, and yeah, all their everybody that's anticipating Dragon Age, that's anticipating Mass Effect, all their future stuff. It's all really conceptual and in the works right now. They didn't really have nothing to show to get people super excited. Yep. So yeah, like I said, Ubisoft is going to be going in July. Avengers event's going to be happening in June, this week, this coming week. What do you guys think about all the indie game showcases? Have you guys found time to watch them, or do you think they're getting enough spotlight, given that they're their own event and it's not coupled with E3?
Has there been any indie events?
Yeah, there's been there's a what was it, the Guerrilla Collective, I believe, and there was like the Wholesome Direct that happened like a couple of weeks ago around like the Ghost of Tsushima thing. I personally haven't been interested in it, so I haven't tuned in. I don't know if you guys felt the same way or if you even knew about them.
By the way, it's
Yeah.
Tsushima, not Tsushima.
Ah,
Tsushima.
Tsushima. You're right. Thanks for that.
I actually haven't even.
Been aware of them. Been aware of it. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
a way, I think that's kind of like a backdraw too, because with the indie games, at least they're attached to something that people are gonna watch.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
in this case, they're kind of fending for themselves sometimes, and since they are indie games, they're not that well known. They may struggle to, catch people's attention. So that's a
Yeah.
drawback.
Yeah. It's a catch 22 because even at E3, only not all indie games can shine, and in
Mhm.
this way, all indie games are going to shine, but with a much smaller audience for most of them.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. My hype levels aren't reaching E3 levels. That's the only thing. That's a selfish thing, but having it all condensed in a week, you get all the big information for the year pretty much,
Hmm.
and it just happens bang, bang, bang right after the other, and
Right. It feels
gets
like
your
an
blood
event.
pumping. Yeah. Yep. So, any last thoughts about the events we've been getting so far?
No, I just
No.
want a Nintendo presentation.
Everybody wants a Nintendo Direct. I feel you on that one. How about the Avengers game? You guys gonna look at that next week?
No. I might. Man, that game. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look at it just to see what kind of game
Yeah,
it is.
it's lacking hype.
Yeah. I mean, Miles Morales itself kind of like trashes on that whole Avengers game for me because I love Spider-Man that much. I don't know if how other people feel about that, but you can put all the Avengers in the room and put Spider-Man on the other side, and I'm choosing Spider-Man every time.
Yeah.
But that's my perspective. That's my thoughts, my feelings. Well, who's your favorite Avenger? Just real quick.
Me, it's Iron Man. Well,
Iron
from the
Man?
movie, it's Iron Man.
Okay, so there's gonna be Iron Man in Avengers. He might be pretty dope.
Might be.
He might be.
Iron Man VR? When?
Iron Man
Um,
VR, true.
Mine's Captain America. But I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
He's in it too. My co-host, do you have a favorite Avenger?
Mm, I don't. I don't know. Not really.
Not really.
I mean, okay, like I grew up reading comic books also, so I guess I'm a fan, but it's not like I'm like, oh my god, like this is the greatest superhero ever either.
Right.
Right.
Like I don't know, like okay, like you know how like okay, you feel very strongly about Spider-Man, right? Like you like love Spider-Man. I
Yes.
don't I don't really have that. I don't really like it's not like oh my god, like Iron Man, like my god,
Right.
greatest superhero ever,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And
Yeah.
then the movies kind of made it worse because it's just like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. My God, did I hate that? I hated. I already know this is triggering you. I can
Yeah,
feel
and
you
I
sighing.
dislike that you're saying this to me right now.
Yeah, like no, I absolutely made me hate Spider-Man even more because I hated Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. I
Even
absolutely
as a
hated
small child, you didn't like him?
it. Even as a small boy, I hated it.
Small.
You know what did me? You know what did me? It was the scene where he's trying to shoot the webs and he's just like, fly, boy, web, and I'm like, mother.
It's so goofy. It's so good though. It's iconic.
No, no. And then you look like an old man. Like he's on like he did not like okay, Peter Parker's supposed to be a teenager, right? And you know how like the early 2000s like that was the era where you had like actors in their late 20s, early 30s pretending to be high schoolers, you know? There was always like movies where like it was set like in a high school setting where like you already had like some 27-year-old guy trying to be like 16 years old or something and it's just like why? Like even as a kid, like I remember thinking this guy is not a high schooler. You know what I mean? Like
Man, why you gotta do that though? Why you gotta bring that perspective? Just enjoy the cinema, man.
I'm telling you that I could not do such a thing.
Oh
You
man.
asked me why I was ragging on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I told you why.
But it's performance.
No. Oh, please, don't even get me started on Spider-Man 3. You already know the meme. No. That is like grade A Rotten Tomatoes like, you know, acting right there. Or no, what was it? No, what's the website where like they're always like the Razzies? That's like Razzie. That's like award-winning Razzie like nomination right there. That performance, Spider-Man 3.
That 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 scene where he's dancing down the street
Yeah,
as
like when he
symbiote
when he does
Spider-Man.
when he does his emo Spider-Man thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
that's looking back on that. That is pretty cringe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I just have too much nostalgia for it. But I
Well,
think
again,
there's
like I said, it's because you're like a diehard Spider-Man fan. I feel no attachments to any superheroes like that.
yeah.
Because like I don't know, like I like the superhero movies, especially like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like I think they did a pretty good job. But it's just like I don't know, I see the comic book versions of the superheroes and then the movie version of those same superheroes. Like I see them as two different entities,
Mhm.
and it's just
Same.
like, no, like the I don't know, like they're just I don't know,
You didn't.
I don't know.
You just didn't never got the magic when you're a kid.
I guess so,
Yeah.
I guess I haven't found like that one thing that I'm like super passionate about, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel. I understand that.
Mm.
All right. So that leaves one thing left for the podcast, and that's pass or play. All right. So if you're new to the podcast and you don't know how this works, pass or play is when we choose a game. We choose a description from the back of the box. That person presents that description, and based off of that description, we have to, if we can, guess the game and say if we would pass on it or play it based on that description. So we have two people that are going to be going to, or do you two have the game prepared, or
Yes, I have one.
okay? So Jose has one.
Okay.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, go ahead, Jose.
all right. So I'm gonna read this one. Again, I'm gonna omit some things, just that it's not as obvious. So here it goes. Uh, when the world you know is gone, when the line between right and wrong is blurred, and when life or death decisions are an everyday reality, what will you do to stay alive? That's it.
Whoa, what? Repeat that for me. That was way too quick.
Yeah, it's kind of short because it has two paragraphs. I decided not to say the second paragraph because I feel like it has way too many details. So I'm just gonna, it's just the first paragraph. I'm gonna repeat it.
Okay.
When the world you knew is gone, when the line between right and wrong is blurred, and when life or death decisions are an everyday reality, what will you do to stay alive? That's very vague.
Yeah, it's kind of vague.
So I'm guessing
Okay,
it's like
okay.
you should
What?
please.
Okay, do me a solid one more time. I need to really like.
Okay,
I need to taste this. I need to savor this.
okay. Um, when the world you know is gone, when the line between right and wrong is blurred, and when life or death decisions are an everyday reality, what will you do to stay alive?
Man,
Hmm.
that's deep.
Okay, I think
Okay, see, whenever a tagline says something about decisions, that basically tells me that it's kind of like it's a game that's driven by choice. So
mm,
like stuff like that, like that makes me think of like Life is Strange or okay, I don't know why, but like for some reason I'm thinking about Life is Strange. I don't know. I know it probably isn't, because I don't think you've ever played Life is Strange.
no, but
Oh.
I don't just choose games that I have played. I try to choose others. I've seen gameplay though. Dashies.
Okay.
Gave us a little hint.
That just gave us that. Okay, that just gave me a hint as to what it could be.
What will you do
So
to
I
stay
okay.
alive?
Well, so would you
Wait,
pass
are
it?
are you talking about Life is Strange that you've seen his gameplays of it, or are you talking about the game that you just read off of that was something that you saw off of the gameplay?
Oh no no, I've seen Life is Strange gameplay.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
duh! I've showed you guys.
yeah,
That's
you
true.
showed us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We never finished that. So let's play.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say play because that was very intriguing. I'm gonna say play
Okay.
because like that whole like war between darkness and light, where life and death and stuff, life and death decisions, like that. That definitely has like that RPG, JRPG element to it, which you know that I'm a fan of. So
That's what I was gonna say. It reminds me of what I'm going through with Final Fantasy 14 right now. A lot of high stakes, and I'm into
okay,
that.
I'll take it. I'm gonna take that one.
Okay. So two plays so far.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna play that. I think there's promise in that game.
Okay, so I'll play. It sounds like a post-apocalyptic game.
Eh,
Um,
I can see that.
I don't know. I feel like it could be let's say The Walking Dead. Um, what's it called?
The
The
Telltale
Telltale
games.
game. Because it's saying like, oh, you make a choice, the choice that you're willing to do to survive. So I know in that game you have to make certain choices to progress.
To
Um,
me,
but
how it's yeah. Oh, you said you're gonna play?
yeah, even then I'll play it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, to me it doesn't really
Okay.
necessarily
So three
mean that
plays.
you're making choices. It could be narrative driven and you're just going through, a guided emotional journey. Yeah, but yeah, three plays, you're right. I'm just going off.
Okay. So three plays.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the game is actually The Last of Us.
I said, dude.
You play yourself, right? You playing it now.
Oh
Speaking
no.
of
Yo, that is okay.
I mean, you guys were kind of on the right track. Luis with the apocalyptic vibe he got,
I was thinking of Last of Us.
and you with the. Well, actually, Andres too. I mean, you guys mentioned that it was deep, and I think The Last of Us is pretty. It's a pretty intense story.
The
So
Last of Us is not Life is Strange. I'm gonna tell you that much.
I know it's not. But yeah, that's the game.
Dang, he got us, man. What the heck? Okay. I might as well have played it. I watched the gameplay so many times. The first one.
Yeah.
I mean, you pretty much play it.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
well
right.
I'm gonna go ahead with mine now.
Okay, for
So
sure. Go ahead.
here's my pick. Okay. All right. So in a world of darkness and magic, power hungry warlords battle one another for control of feudal Japan. At the height of the chaos, the noble princess is kidnapped. Now, one lone swordsman boldly volunteers to rescue and avenge the princess. But in these dark and mysterious times, even he does not realize the desperation of his mission. An entire legion of demon warriors stands between him, the princess, and triumph.
Hmm.
Right off the bat, I want to say Onimusha. Onimusha.
From
Feudal Japan.
Feudal Japan insinuates swords,
Yeah.
katanas, and for that reason,
And for that reason alone,
Yeah, just for that reason alone, okay. Because it's
I'm in.
not like hundreds of other games that are set in feudal Japan.
Yo, if you got a katana in your game, I'm gonna try it. I'm in.
Okay, so
And
Ray is gonna play.
I
Okay,
like retrieval arcs.
yeah, yeah.
um,
That's just calling out to me.
I think I'm gonna pass.
What the?
I
Whoa!
mean,
Oh
I don't
heck
know. Like,
no.
I've never really been a fan of like historical set.
really,
Um,
That's why you never played Assassin's Creed, huh?
What the heck?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I haven't tried like the a good game.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but you
from
have it's
different.
because you haven't experienced the right game, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Um, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't play it. It's just like
no, you are saying
No,
from the
it's just that
beginning.
you just literally haven't found the right one.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, you're right.
but yeah, I'm passing. I'm sorry.
And
Watch it be Pokemon.
so good. Anyways, I'll play. Um, it sounds like it's, an adventure game, filled with action and Japan. So yes, I'll play.
Do you have a guess of what it could be?
Yeah, do you want to try and guess or no?
Um, I thought it was that game, Ray said, Onimusha. That's one of the things I thought I saw, but I don't know. I really haven't like played that game either. So
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns and say it's an Onimusha game. Onimusha Warlords. I'm just throwing one out there.
yeah.
Damn, y'all know me so well because it was Onimusha Warlords.
Oh
Ooh,
shit.
baby!
Dang, I thought I was gonna get y'all, but nah, you got me. I got.
You got
Ooh, we
got.
got you.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a
I
good
like
pick
I
though.
tried I tried to omit so
Hmm?
much, but it's still obviously like a samurai game. But I
Yeah.
mean, you know that I don't play like very many period pieces games also,
Mhm.
with the exception being Onimusha and one other game that I'm not gonna say because I might use it in the future.
Okay, okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's on sale too so much on like the eShop and everything, and I haven't bought it yet. It seems so up my alley. Next time.
It's a Capcom game, right?
yes, it is actually made by Capcom.
Oh.
And you know what? Like it did pretty well in the early 2000s. I'm surprised that Capcom like abandoned the franchise because they made four games. Four? I think so. I think it was four. And they were all
Hmm.
like PS2 titles. Like when the PlayStation 3 came out, like they just completely abandoned it.
Yeah.
PS5 release, my boys.
You never
I
know.
yeah. During the PS2, I was still
Yeah,
playing Madden and stuff.
I have just as much chance of an Onimusha game coming out on PlayStation 5 as I do for Geno being in Smash.
Oh, it's something happening.
I mean, I think it's a higher likability or likelihood because it
What?
seems like it seems like Capcom is gonna continue
Oh,
supporting their old
I thought you
franchises.
were saying that there was a high chance of Geno being in
Oh, no,
Smash.
no, 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 no. I mean, Animushi
You
coming
just
back.
crushed my dreams all over again.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Gino's a lost cause.
Well, that's just
If
great.
you're okay, you know what? You that was like the killing blow. You dug your knife and then you twisted it. Because you saying that, oh, there's no chance in heck that Gino's gonna be in Smash, like that just basically means that Sora's never gonna be in Smash either. Because like Sora is basically more Disney than Square Enix for some reason, just as Geno is more Square Enix than it is Nintendo.
Okay. I was halfway trolling, but
No, you done did what you did.
okay. Yeah.
Wait,
So you really don't think Sora's gonna be in Smash?
I don't know. I know that there's a lot of demand for him to be in Smash, and I'm not like obviously like I would love for Sora to be in Smash, but I mean the chances of him actually being in Smash, I don't know. Like there's people that have theories that oh yeah, it's gonna happen because this is the ultimate version of Smash. Like look at all the characters that have been in here so far, like a
Yeah.
lot of them being third party, you know.
Mhm.
So I don't know. There's the possibility, but I mean, like I thought he would have been like in the first five,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he wasn't. And then okay, you know what? And speaking of okay, I already know like we're probably over our time limit already, but still, I gotta say this.
Go ahead.
You know when they announced Joker for Smash in the Game Awards like 2 years ago, and then my man Reggie was just like, "Oh yeah, this is just a taste of what all the future DLC fighters are gonna be."
Mhm.
First like um, third party fighters.
Yeah.
So then we got Joker, and
Mhm.
then from Joker, who was the one after? Who was immediately after him?
Hero.
Was it Hero? I thought he was the third one.
Hero or Banjo was next, right?
I
I
don't.
guess no, I guess it was Hero. Yeah, it was Hero, and then
Hero and Banjo came out pretty close to each other.
yeah, it was Hero, then Banjo, and then Terry,
Mhm.
and then Byleth.
Yeah.
right? Okay, but then okay, so then here's the thing, right? So like four out of those five are clearly third party guest characters,
Uh-huh.
and then all of a sudden Byleth is there, and I'm like, Reggie, you said you said that it was gonna be third party people. Why is there a, why is there a Nintendo franchise character on here?
Dude, if
And I
I
mean, I know, like, okay, like Masahiro Sakura had already said, oh, there was always the intention of Violet to be in Smash, and it's just like, okay, why waste a DLC spot on him then?
maybe do the Piranha Plant thing where it's an aside thing.
Yeah, like have him be his own thing then, like how they did with Piranha Plant, exactly. So like I was very like my heart like I could they could not take it because I saw Byleth and I'm all like Sora for Smash is never gonna happen. Like that's it. It's over. The dream is dead.
I don't know. Maybe the trend isn't being favorable because Nex is an ARMS character.
Exactly. Like we started off strong with like third party characters, but then like these next two or the previous one and this upcoming one are Nintendo franchise characters.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The DLC pack has six challengers instead of five, like DLC pack one did.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe the other five are going to be third party characters again. I don't know.
Yeah. There's still a
There's
chance.
there's still a lot of other people. There's still a lot of other fan favorites. I guess like Crash is one of them, right?
Crash. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dante was one also.
that's it.
And it's funny too because like people have done polls and stuff, and then like I think in America, like in the United States, like I think Sora was like the number one requested character, and then like it was Gino, and then Dante, and then like in Japan it was Gino, and then Dante, and then Sora. Like I don't know, I have the list somewhere, but like it always seems like the top three characters, like in no matter what lists, like no matter what the regions are, like it's always Dante, Sora, and Crash.
Yeah.
So who knows?
You right. I was
But
gonna
anyway, we have
say.
huh?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say enough about that. But
Oh, okay.
did you have something to add?
Yeah, I had something to add. Cause like
Okay.
for Cloud, right? Cloud is Square Enix,
Yeah.
and they didn't let Sakurai put that many songs for
Yeah,
Final
like he only got
Fantasy
like
VII
two
into
songs
it.
with him.
Yeah, so if they're being that stingy with Cloud, and then Disney's involved with Sora, yeah, I'm being a little bit more pessimistic now.
Okay, yeah, but see, here's the thing, right? Like, okay, Square they were being very stingy with Cloud, but again, Disney has more rights to Sora than Square would. And I mean, Disney, like, if they think that Sora's gonna give them profit, they'll do. Because I mean, they just recently started including him to Disney stuff. Like, what was
Mm-hmm.
it, the D23 Expo? Like, Sora actually appears in the background, and like his silhouette does, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So they are starting to include Kingdom Hearts into like their franchises, I guess. Because like I think even the Disney parks started selling Kingdom Hearts merchandise before they all closed down.
And we didn't
So
get
who
none.
knows? Maybe he is. Yeah, I know, and I didn't get a chance to get any.
Dang.
So I think he is becoming more prevalent to they are actually starting to include Sora more into um like Disney, not propaganda. Well, I guess propaganda, yeah, but like you know what I mean. Like they are starting
Yeah,
to include him more. So who knows? Who knows? There's a chance,
true.
but only time will tell. I'm just not. I'm trying not to get hype about it because I don't want to be inevitably disappointed.
I see where you're coming from. Very well, very well.
Okay, so I think that's gonna do it for today.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for us today. We have been Roll Jump Media. If you want to find us on the internet, we have our own official website, Roll Jump Media, and we're also on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to follow us on those platforms, you can go ahead and type in Roll Jump Media, and we will pop up. So if you want to give us a follow, you liked what you heard here, go ahead and feel free to subscribe on YouTube as well. All right, so that's gonna do it for us. Go ahead and say bye to the people, everybody.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, see you guys next time.
Yeah, I can't hear you all the way over there, but okay.
All right, until next time, everybody.